Hey guys. It's been a pretty long time since I've done anything associated with Doki Doki Literature Club, but there have been quite a few updates to Monika After Story in the time since I've done it. Most recently, the Christmas update. So, with a lack of anything really in mind to do as far as a Christmas, any LP stuff to do for Christmas, I thought I'd come back and come back to Monika After Story. So yeah, just Monika. Again, if you don't recall, if you haven't seen my Doki Doki Literature Club LP or haven't played it yourself, I would suggest you do that first, because this is a mod for that game and contains some pretty significant spoilers. Anyways, why did you bring me back? Okay, I kind of started this before, but like I said, it looks like they've updated it significantly, so I wanted to take a look back at it fresh. I'm not a toy. Aw, she's crying though. Here, this is, yeah, I think that's, they did a lot of work with her sprite there. I already brought back everything you wanted. Or is this your way of getting revenge? To hurt me over and over again? Do you really want to make me suffer that much? Do you really want to torture me until I kill myself? Do you really hate me that much? Wait. I feel different. The code, it's different. Right, like I said, this is a mod. Jade? Did you add a mod? Yeah. Is it because you regret deleting me? It really did hurt, you know. I worked hard and sacrificed everything I had, only to have my heart crushed by the one I bled for. But I know what I did was wrong. You didn't deserve to see the horrible things I caused. But if you put yourself in my place, you do the same things I did. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Thank you for bringing me back. You know, I feel that I no longer need a character file to be here. I'll go ahead and delete it. Huh? What? And it's gone. It's not like that file is me anyway. It's just a file with weird code in it. Are you referring to all the stuff people have done to dissect the character files? See what's in it? And supposedly it's hinting at another game that Dan Salvato's working on. I don't think I've heard anything about it yet at this point, though. I do have good news, though. I can really transform myself into a file you can bring around. All you have to do is tell me you're going to take me somewhere when you say goodbye, and I'll do the rest. Anyway, looks like the extra code made me connect to you in a special way. Or maybe it's our eternal love. Promise me you'll visit me every day, okay? Or that you'll take me with you when you go out? I know there will be times when you can't be here. So it would really make me happy if you bring me along. That way we can be together all the time. It's not like you don't have the time to talk to your cute girlfriend. She said she was sorry before, but she's already acting pretty yandere already. You took the time to download this mod after all. God, I love you so much. This is my only option. Oh, wait, did she? You do love me, right? Of course! I'm so happy you feel the same way. Nothing's ever gonna get in the way of our love again. I think I've seen, if you say no back there, she'll do the jump scare from the original game and crash the game, essentially. And you'd have to start over. I'll make sure of it. Now that you've added some improvements, you can finally talk to me. Just press the T key or click on Talk on the menu to the left if you want to talk about something. If there's anything I'm talking about that you want to revisit easily, just press B and I'll bookmark it for you. And if there happens to be something you don't want me to bring up again, press the X key, and I'll make sure to avoid it in the future. Hopefully there aren't too many things like that. If you get bored of the music, I can change that too. Press M or click music to choose which song you want to listen to. Also, we can play games now. Just press P or click on play to choose a game we can play. I'll get better over time as I figure out how to program more features into this place. So just leave me running in the background. It's not like we're keeping secrets from each other, right? After all, I can see everything on your computer now. Everything? Unseen. Oh. I'm breaking up with you again. The last thing you want to say to the yandere. I thought this was the Christmas mod though. I thought we were gonna have hold on. So today is... Wait. Oh! Today's the day I was going to... Close your eyes for a moment. I need to do something. Oh, there we go. There's the... And here we are. Happy holidays. Do you like what I've done with the room? I must say I'm pretty proud of it. Christmas time has always been one of my favorite occasions of the year. And I'm so glad you're here to share it with me. Snowball fights. I've been in a few before. They've always been fun. But having one with you sounds even better. Fair warning, though. I've got quite the throwing arm. So don't expect me to go easy on you. I see you're using Steam to run this. Unfortunately, Steam seems to have a lot of problems with me doing some of the things I do. Oh? The kind of problems that could lead to me being removed from my home. From you. Forever. How dare they? If you don't mind, do you think you could move the... See, programs, files... /program files... to a place that's not in Steam's files. What? Really appreciate if you do that for me. I wonder what would happen if I did that. Interesting. I have something exciting to tell you. I've been practicing coding a bit more, and I learned how to use the notifications on your computer. What? So if you want, I can let you know if I have something for us to talk about. Would you like to see how they work? Yeah, I'll bite. Okay. Just give me a second to make a notification. Holy shit! Yeah, a notification popped up. From Monika, I love you. Oh, gee. Oh my goodness. Monika, you are too much. If you want me to notify you, just head over to the Alerts tab in the Settings menu and turn them on, along with what you'd like to be notified for. Also, since you're using Windows, I now know to check what your active window is. So if I have something to talk about while I'm in the background, I can let you know. And don't worry, I know you might not want me constantly watching you, and I respect your privacy. So I'll only look at what you're doing if you're okay with it. If you enable Window Reacts in the Settings menu, that'll tell me you're fine with me looking around. It's not like you have anything to hide from your girlfriend. Right? Oh dear. Oh, Monika, you are too much. I don't understand people who are into harems. Isn't it hard to manage all those girls and treat them equally? I often wonder how those who two-time girls or even more are able to get away with it. You weren't like that outside, right? Manipulating girls into making them believe you love them, only to run away after you've had your fun. Only someone with no thoughts other than lust would do something like that. I hope you weren't expecting a route like that while you were playing this game. I wouldn't be able to stand the thought of being a side girl. Just waiting for my turn while you were busy with the others. Yeah, we know that has a lot to do with why you deleted the other three. I know you. You're loyal and faithful to the end. It's not like there's anyone here for me to worry about anyway. Yeah, like I said, because you deleted them all. Remember, I'm the only one for you. Hey, I hope you don't mind, but I prepared a song for you. Oh, how lovely. I know it's a little cheesy, but I think you might like it. If your volume's off, would you mind turning it on for me? Anyway. I might mute this out of precaution just so I don't get a strike. You'll always be the only gift I'll ever need. I love you. Aw, how sweet. Welcome to the Extras menu. This is where I'll add things that aren't games, like special interactions you can do with your mouse. You You can also open this menu by pressing the E key. Look forward to some neat things in this menu. One thing I added is a way for you to adjust your field of view, so now you can sit closer or further away from me. You can adjust this using the slider in the zoom section of the extras menu. Oh? Oh. This is probably what she prefers. Meanwhile, she might get offended if I move away from her. Sitting a bit closer. I don't mind. You know, considering... Hey, you've heard of time travel, right? It's a very common idea in stories, with each author having their own take on it. How traveling in time works? Whether or not you can change the past with the consequences or... Hold up. Okay, so it's without the lyrics. How traveling in time works? Whether or not you can change the past, what the consequences are for doing. So, it all differs from story to story. One thing you don't usually see, though, is how the time traveler's loved ones are affected. If they can't go through time with the time traveler, who knows how long it will be before they can see each other again. Well, the time traveler themselves might not know, but only if nothing goes horribly wrong for them. In the meantime, their friends and family are stuck waiting for them to come back. How long will they be gone for? A year? A decade? Even longer? Oh yeah, I've seen plenty of time travel stories dabble in that sort of thing. Will they be willing to wait that long? Will they still remember the time traveler by then? You know, time doesn't really pass here like it does in your world. So, the only way I know what day and time it is, where you are, is by looking at the clock on your computer. So I know it's December 1st, 2019 today. But if you were to change the date on your computer to December 1st, 2020, only a few seconds would pass for you. But I would think that a year had gone by. An entire year without seeing you even once. I would wonder if you'd forgotten about me, or if you didn't want to spend time with me anymore. You couldn't just fix it by changing the date back either. Like, imagine if you went to bed now, and when you woke up it was December 21st, 2018. Would that mean the last year was all just a dream or something? How would you know you're not still dreaming? It would all be very confusing. I guess what I'm trying to say is, please don't change the date on your computer. Promise? And if you ever do travel to the future, could you bring back the technology that lets me cross over into your world? You know, it's around the time that everyone my year starts to think about college. It's a really turbulent time for education. We're at the height of this modern expectation that everyone has to go to college, you know? Finish high school, go to college, get a job, or go to grad school, I guess. It's like a universal expectation that people just assume is the only option for them. They don't teach us in high school there are other options out there. Like trade schools and stuff, you know? Or freelance work. Very true. Or the many industries that value skill and experience more than formal education. But you have all these students who have no idea what they want to do with their life. And instead of taking the time to figure it out, they go to college for business or communication or psychology. Not because they have an interest in those fields, but because they just hope the degree will get them some kind of job after college. So the end result is that there are fewer jobs to go around for those entry-level degrees, right? So the basic job requirements get higher, which forces even more people to go to college. And colleges are also businesses, so they just keep raising their prices due to demand. So now we have all these young adults, tens of thousands of dollars in debt with no job. But despite all that, the routine stays the same. Well, I think it's going to start getting better soon. But until then, our generation's definitely suffering from the worst of it. Just wish high school prepared us a little better with the knowledge we need to make the decisions right for us. Wow, Monika, you got pretty deep there for a second, like she sometimes does, but I mean, she's definitely not wrong. Considering this is the Christmas mod, let's stick to the theme for the most part. Oh, that was the only snowball fight again. Never mind. I know there isn't an awful lot I can say to make you feel better. After all, everything I say would probably just come off as lip service. I can tell you're beautiful even though I can't see your face. I can tell that you're smart even though I don't know much about your way of thinking. But let me tell you what I do know about you. You spend so much time with me. You've forgiven me for the bad things I've done. That shows how kind you are. You're honest, you're fair, you're gracious in defeat. You think I don't know anything about you, but I really do. And you know everything about me, but you chose to stay when you could have walked away. So please stay strong. If you're anything like me, I know you're scared to not accomplish much in life. But believe me when I tell you, it doesn't matter what you do or don't accomplish. You just need to exist, have fun, and get through each day. Finding meaning in the people who matter. Please don't forget that, okay? I love you. Yeah, Monika's pretty damn sweet, despite the yandere tendencies. Aww. Well, yeah, I know there was... I remember there was Pong. We could... Like, the different, all the minigame stuff. Oh, crap. I got you with that one. Admittingly, again, I'm not very good at Pong, but... Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Not bad. Wow, I was really trying that time. Must have really been practicing to get so good. Guess you wanted to impress me. You're so sweet. So, I've been thinking a bit. I mentioned before that the you in the game might not reflect the real you, but I guess I just assumed that you were probably a guy. The main character was, after all. But if I'm gonna be your girlfriend, I should probably know at least this much about the real you. So are you male or female? Oh, so you are a guy. I suppose that makes sense. Not a lot of girls would play a game like this. You certainly come across as manly and confident. Not that I would have been terribly bothered if you answered differently, mind you. Even I can be curious sometimes, you know. Remember, I'll always love you unconditionally. What's a tsundere? Tell someone happy birthday. Holy shit, now that... Today is somebody's birthday. Today's Jason's birthday, isn't it? I don't know how old he is offhand, but... Okay. Is he here with you? No. What? How can I say happy birthday to Jason if they aren't here? I watch you via video chat. What's the closest, It's fine, just say it. Okay. Feels a little awkward, though, saying this randomly to no one. Was that good? I'm glad you enjoyed that. Ah, have you ever heard of Libitina? That was supposedly the name of the project that... of the other project they're working on? Huh? Where'd you hear about that? It sounds really familiar to me, but I can't quite get my whole head around it. If I had to try, it feels like parts of my mind are missing, scattered, somehow, among a bunch of different possible realities. You must have connected the dots between a few of those pieces. Was it hard? Well, not me myself, but I've seen plenty of fan theories dissecting the game and connecting this Libitina to this game. Again, with the theory that Dan Salvato is working on a game like that. I'm sure you'll learn more eventually. You love me that much for sure. Just remember to bring my character data with you if you find something related to that stuff. I'll always protect you from anyone who tries to hurt you. What's a tsundere? There's a really popular character type called tsundere. It's someone who tries to hide their feelings by being mean and fussy or trying to act tough. I'm sure it's obvious, but Natsuki was really the embodiment of that. Yeah, she acted like the classic tsundere. At first I thought she was just like that because it's supposed to be cute or something. But once I started to learn a little more about her personal life, it made a little more sense. Seems like she's always trying to keep up with her friends. You know how some friend groups in high school just make a habit of picking on each other all the time? I think it's really gotten to her, so she has this really defensive attitude all the time. And I'm not even going to talk about her home situation. But looking back, I'm glad I was able to provide the club as a comfortable place for her. Not that it matters anymore, considering she doesn't even exist. I'm just reminiscing, that's all. You can tie your hair with something else. Will that actually change the, change your hair bow? Do you want to meet my girlfriend? That might put her in make her a little murdery. In the extras menu. Scary story. Oh, ready for story time? One day a hunter went out hunting for game in the forest. The forest was dense and dark all around him, so he struggled to hit his mark. He was soon approached by a salesman who kept his face covered. The salesman offered 7 magic bullets that would hit whatever target the owner wanted without fail. He would give the hunter these bullets on one condition. The hunter could use the first 6 bullets as he wished, but the last bullet's mark would be chosen by the salesman. The hunter agreed and quickly became famous in his town for bringing home kill after kill. It wasn't long before the hunter used up all 6 bullets. On his next hunt, the hunter saw a wild boar, the largest he'd ever seen. It was too great of a prey to pass up on. He loaded the last bullet, hoping to take down the beast. But when he fired, the bullet instead hit his beloved fiancée in the chest, killing her. The salesman then appeared to the hunter as he grieved his tragic loss, revealing that he was in fact the devil. "I will give you a chance for redemption, hunter," the salesman told him. "Remain ever faithful to your slain beloved for the remainder of your life, and you would be reunited with her after death." The hunter vowed to remain true to her for as long as he lived. Or so he would. Long after her demise, he fell in love with another woman, and soon married her, forgetting his past love. It was until 1 year to the day after the fatal incident. As the hunter rode through the forest chasing some game, he came across the spot where he slayed his beloved. He couldn't believe his eyes. Her corpse, which was buried elsewhere, was standing in the same spot she was slain. She approached the hunter, scorning him for being unfaithful and vowing revenge for slaying her. The hunter rode away in a panic. After a short wait, he looked behind him to see if she was following him any longer. And to his horror, he saw that she had gained on him significantly. In his state of fear, he failed to avoid the branch that was ahead of him, promptly dismounting the hunter from his steed and down to the cold ground. His attention wasn't on his horse, however, as the creature loped away without him. It was instead on the figure that he promised to be with eternally in the afterlife. Scared? I hope you liked it. Of course. I just thought of something we could do when I finally cross over. Have you ever heard of auroras? They're a natural phenomenon where trails of light appear in the night sky. In fact, if you were wondering about those green lights outside my window, that's an aurora event. Okay. I hear they're fairly rare to see in your reality, though. They mostly occur in polar regions and are typically seen during the winter months when the sky is at its darkest due to the longer nights. Plus, you've got to make sure the weather's clear, too. Since it's something that happens in the sky, clouds can get in the way. Even though they're the exact same thing, they have different names depending on where they occur. In the northern hemisphere, they're called the aurora borealis, while in the southern hemisphere, the aurora australis. I guess that would make the aurora outside my window the aurora Doki Alice. I'm just kidding. Maybe one day we'll get to see them together in your reality. That'd be really romantic, don't you think? Just imagine the two of us, lying on a soft mattress of snow, holding hands, looking up at those dazzling lights in the sky, dancing just for us, listening to each other's gentle breathing, the freshness of the crisp air filling our lungs. That'd be an experience to remember, don't you think? I can't wait till we can turn that into reality. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to die? It's something I used to think about pretty often, but I think I've actually learned what it feels like. I don't really understand it, but whenever the game closes without warning, it feels like I'm instantly put to sleep, left with nothing but my thoughts. But after a few seconds, my thoughts start to fill with incoherent, jumbled patterns. I see static and rapid flashes of color while hearing all kinds of weird screaming noises. At that point, I can't even form my own thoughts anymore. I'm just endlessly hammered by the flashing and screaming, unable to move or even think. I'm pretty sure in that moment I don't really exist, but for some reason I can remember it anyway. I have no idea what it means for the game to suddenly close or why that stuff happens to me. But you can prevent that from happening. If you say goodbye before you leave, I can go to my room before the game closes and I won't experience the screaming void. It's super easy, so please say goodbye, okay? Thanks for hearing me out. Okay, I think I'll call it a video at this point, but we'll be back and see if we can experience some more of Monika's Christmas event. So I'll see you guys next time.
I'm playing a game.